Digital books over paper books. I mean, what more can I say? Hey guys, it's Ifeyinwa and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about 5 reasons why you need a Kindle. Yes, guys, I'm officially a Kindle girl now. If this is your first time here, my name is Ifeyinwa and I make videos all about beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. I upload weekly vlogs on Sundays. If at any point you are feeling the vibe, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you here. If this isn't your first time here, then please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really goes a long way in helping to support my channel. So guys, this is what today's video is all about. And I thought that I would match my Kindle because yes, I am that kind of girl. So last year I purchased my first ever Kindle. I will leave my unboxing here in the cards for you. And ever since then, I've officially been a convert, and a couple people have asked me to make a dedicated Kindle review. So I figured that now, after having this for well over 6 months, I was in a position to really tell you guys what I think about it. And spoiler alert, I absolutely love it. So here are 5 reasons why I believe that everyone needs a Kindle. First things first, the Kindle that I have is the Kindle Paperwhite edition. I believe that this is the 2022 or 2021 version. Whatever version it is, there's an up-to-date version now. So I will link the newer version, my current version, and the basic Kindle, which was the one that I unboxed, in my description box, so you can check out all of those versions and find out which one is the best one for you. This is what my Kindle looks like when you open it up. As far as I know, I believe that they're all pretty similar, but the main reason why I went for this one over the basic one was because for me, the basic one, the resolution was not working for my eyes. I felt like it was just a bit too fuzzy. And I also really surprisingly enjoyed the dark mode version on it. On my phone and everything else, I need to use light mode, but for whatever reason, I prefer dark mode on the Kindle, and the basic version didn't have dark mode. This one is a little bit bigger, so it's a larger screen. That can be a pro or a con, but for me, those are the 3 main reasons why I decided to go for this version over the basic one. I've always been an avid reader. When I'm in my prime, I'm reading a book a week. It's been a while since I've been in my prime, to be very honest. Prime, Amazon Prime. Da-da-da. So anyway, the Kindle was the first thing that really helped me get back into reading, because for the longest time I was just not in love with it. I sat back and thought about what it was specifically about the Kindle that made me fall in love with reading again. And that's how I came up with these 5 reasons that I'm going to share with you today. So the first one being portability. If you are a commuter, or you live in town, or you're the kind of girl that just spends a lot of time going from point A to point B, essentially if you're a commuter, at least for me, that's one of the times where I tend to read, especially when I'm on the tube, because on the tube you just can't use your phone, at least not here in the UK. So that for me is a big portion of time where I'm reading. And the Kindle is so incredibly portable. It just makes it so easy to carry around. This pretty much fits in every single bag that I have, and sometimes books just do not. I was recently reading It Ends With Us, and for whatever reason I ordered that book in the hardcover version. So big, so bulky, and so hard to get around. I ended up purchasing the Kindle version as well, because this is just so much easier. It's also great for going on holiday. When I'm on holiday, I will usually get through like 3 books at a time. And imagine taking 3 books in your suitcase. I'm an overpacker anyway. That takes up way too much space. I can carry 1,000 books, maybe even more, with me on this Kindle. From a portability perspective, this is just so incredible. And very closely linked to portability is space saving. I live in an apartment. I do not have an infinite amount of space to store physical books. I would love to at some day have a home where I can have like floor to ceiling bookshelves like how they had in Beauty of the Beast. But unfortunately, I don't have the space for that, okay? I have a little credenza in my living room where I've pretty much put all my books, and I very quickly filled up that credenza. And the tough thing about that is a lot of those books I haven't even read. If you're anything like me, you just buy books and keep them, and yeah, I'll get around to it later. But with the Kindle, it really helps to just not have that problem, because like I said earlier, you can put thousands and thousands of books on here, and you don't have to take up all that space. From an environmental perspective, paper saving as well, which is a huge benefit. That pretty much just speaks in itself. If digital books over paper books, I mean, what more can I say? Now we're going to talk about the reading experience. For me, the reading experience on the Kindle was not something that I expected to be as good as it is. And I'll talk a little bit about this because before I purchased my Kindle, I had an old iPad mini and I actually had the Kindle app on my iPad. For whatever reason, I never really enjoyed reading on my iPad. For me, it very much so felt like a screen. I had watched a couple of videos like this where people had said that reading on a Kindle feels more like an actual book. And I just thought, that's BS. How can reading on a tablet feel more like a book? It's probably going to be exactly like how it feels reading on my iPad. I was so wrong. I don't know what it is about the screen, but for whatever reason, that same glare that you get from like your phone or your actual iPad, you don't get that on the Kindle. It just feels way more gentle on your eyes. Another reason why it's a different kind of reading experience is because there are no distractions on your Kindle. When I was reading on my iPad, I could still get notifications from my phone, from emails, text messages, different pop-ups, and that would very easily take your focus off from what you're reading. When you're on a Kindle, all you have in front of you is your book. So it really helps to improve your reading experience. And from that perspective, I think it's very, very much so similar to reading on a physical book. It's not exactly the same, don't get me wrong. There's still something about paper and flipping the pages and the smell of a book that you can never replicate with technology. But the truth of the matter is, there's something about a Kindle that feels very similar to reading off of paper in terms of the eye strain. And it's nothing like reading on your phone or reading on your iPad or any other tablet device that you have. Kindles are very much so different. Another great way that Kindles help to enhance your reading experience is with the dark mode. Again, this may not be on every single Kindle. I know for a fact it's not on the basic Kindle, but on the Paperwhite, which is the one that I have, and I think on all Kindles higher than the Paperwhite. Dark mode is a game changer, and for me the biggest benefit is that now I can read in the dark. So if you share your bed with a partner, or even if you're just the kind of person that doesn't like to have too many lights on at night, dark mode is a game changer. Now I can read and I don't have to disturb anybody else. I can read with the lights off, and it really, really helps me to fall asleep at night. When I have all the lights off before bed, I have a better quality of sleep. There's something about having to like close your book, put your book on your nightstand, and then turn off the light that for me can just like disrupt the flow of going to bed. I like the fact that with a Kindle you can read in the dark with all the lights already off. All you need to do is switch your Kindle and put it on the nightstand and fall asleep. This is a very specific problem to me, but just being able to read in the dark and not disturb your partner and not have to like turn off a light and do something else, it just adds an extra level of ease and comfortability into your whole Kindle nighttime reading experience. And I absolutely love that. Okay, can we talk about the fact that books on Kindles are cheaper than physical copies of books? 9 times out of 10, not always, don't get me wrong, but 9 times out of 10 it's a lot cheaper to buy a Kindle book than it is to buy a physical book. And I can attest to that. I mean, more times than not, like the Kindle version is half the price sometimes. And if you have Kindle Unlimited, you can read as many books as you want for £10 a month, which is insane. And there are so many good books on Kindle Unlimited. When I first got my Kindle, I actually got a free trial to Kindle Unlimited for 3 months, I think. So all the Colleen Hoover books that I've read for free. I don't know how Kindle Unlimited works, but it is so cost effective. If you're the kind of person that reads loads, definitely look into that. It's cheaper. It's essentially like the cost of one paper book. You can read an unlimited amount of books for the month. And another thing I love about Kindles is you get free samples of books before you actually buy them. Back in the day, I remember going into bookshops and just spending hours and hours reading the backs of books or flipping through the pages trying to get a sense of the book before I eventually would buy it. Do you guys remember when Waterstones used to have like couches where you could actually sit in the bookstore and read the books before you bought them? Like that used to be my jam. Or libraries. The good old days. Anyway, now you can do that on Kindles from the comfort of your home. So you can literally have, I think sometimes they'll even send you like a couple of chapters of the book. So right now I have like 4 samples of books downloaded and I'm just working my way through them. Sometimes I decide not to buy the books. Most times I end up buying the books, but it's a great way to try a book in your own time before you commit to buying it. So again, this level of convenience and cost savings you just don't get with paper books, unfortunately. And by the time you work out how many books it would take to purchase a Kindle, at some point your Kindle will just start to pay for itself eventually. I was able to get mine for a really good deal during Prime Day. So if you're not in a hurry, wait. These always go on sale during Prime Day. I think I got mine for maybe 30 or 40% off. So it's totally worth the amount I've paid for it. There are people on here that read several books a week. I'm not even at that level yet, and this has definitely already paid for itself. Another great benefit to having a Kindle is that you don't have to wait for your books to be delivered. And I think for me, this is probably in my top 2 reasons. When you find a book and you're so excited to read it, having to wait for the next day or a couple of days for it to come in the mail, or when you can go to a bookshop. I mean, sometimes you just want to read it right then and there, especially when it's a series book. Just being able to go onto the Kindle website and download a book and have it delivered directly to your Kindle instantly is an unbeatable experience. That level of convenience, I just feel like we've all become so used to having what we want now that it can be quite annoying to not experience that in the reading world, and the Kindle makes that so possible. I think everybody should have a Kindle personally, but if you are a book reader, you absolutely should have a Kindle. They're so amazing, so worth it. I love mine. I will have links to mine and other options, like I said, down below. I'll also have a link to Kindle Unlimited down below. If you have a Kindle or if you've had one in the past, let me know what you thought about yours. Did you love it? Did you not? If you didn't, let me know why. If you did, also let me know why. I would love to know your opinions. If you made it to the end and you haven't given this video a thumbs up, please don't forget to do so before you go. And I will catch you guys in my next one very soon. Stay blessed, stay safe, and take care. Bye.